Hey everybody, it's Anna Michelson from AnnaMichelson.com. Make it a little bit brighter. There we go. And today I want to talk about how people are wired. I belong to a marketing class, and the marketing class is run by someone who's like the head of the handwriting university. It means that he knows how to look at handwriting and see a person's personality just by looking at the handwriting. And one of his students who finished and certified, so she wanted to start a class about marriage relationships based on handwriting. Now, I'm not sure that a class on marriage relationships just on handwriting is going to be a complete class, but people are wired very differently, and through the handwriting you can actually see how people are wired. And once you know how people are wired, it's a lot easier to know what is a result of their wiring as opposed to what is a result of them necessarily trying to hurt you. And usually it's not a result of them trying to hurt you. Usually it's a result of their being wired in a certain way. For instance, if someone's extremely analytical, they might seem a little bit more critical, but they're not really being critical. They're just being analytical because that's what they do. And analytical people know how to size things up very, very quickly and right away find what's wrong with it and just state it out. Now, a little bit of a stereotype, men tend to be much more blunt than women. So they'll size it up if they're analytical and say it out bluntly right into your face without thinking. And they're not necessarily trying to hurt you, they're not trying to insult you, they're just doing what they're wired to do. Now, the one reason why I think it's a really good thing to have these things analyzed to see what the other person is that if you want to be with this person and you want to live with them well and nicely, knowing how they're wired will allow you to be able to assess situations in a much different way, meaning that instead of taking things personally, you can just say, oh wait, I know that this person tends to store things inside a lot, and so I'm going to let them let it out in their own way slowly and not deal with it so much because it's not going to help me if that's what they are and I love them. So it can stop a lot of fights before they even start when you understand how the other person reacts in general, and then you don't have to take it personally. It's like how they're wired, and it makes things go much smoother. Now, aside from having personal different wiring between different people, and very often people say, you know, you should first do a handwriting analysis or a face analysis or any other type of analysis just to see if the two people are compatible or not. But let's say you're married already, you fell in love and you love each other. Finding out how these different rewirings are makes life much easier, because then you can go around them. You don't cause a problem every time you run into it, every time you crash into it. Just makes life much easier. And there are also certain wirings that are specific to men as opposed to women, and once again, that is a definite stereotype. It doesn't hold for all men and all women. Some women are like men, some men are, in terms of the wiring, some men are like women in terms of the wiring. But if you know in advance what that wiring is, how that person works from the inside, it will just save you a lot of conflicts, a lot of heartache, and will allow you to let things run much smoother in your relationship, which is what you want, because when things run smoother, they're more loving, and then you get more of the passion, more of the love, and more of everything else you want. In any case, I hope this was helpful to you, and if you haven't given me a like, thank you for whoever did give me a like if there, don't know who it was. Thanks in any case, and if you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to press the subscribe button and the bell notification just to know that every time I put out a new video. And remember, I'm here to make the whole world happy, 1% at a time, starting from myself. And as I do, that ripples of happiness go out to everyone around me and everyone around them, and everyone around them, till eventually the whole world will be happy. Have a great day from Anna Michelson.